Hello and good evening, everybody. This is NSK, the podcast, episode 205. I'm your host, David Chang, and I'm joined by Charlie Draco Cowden
Yo.
and
What's up?
Chase Lim.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Not too
Doing
bad.
alright. Yeah.
It's the second week of September. Summer is coming to a close soon. I hear it's the
Very
official
soon.
date is the 22nd of September, which is 2 weeks from now. But it doesn't feel like it at all because it's still hot as balls outside.
So you
Yep.
say.
That's
Why?
that's what I
What kind of weather are you having, Draco?
We got a 40% chance of snow on Thursday.
God, dude.
This guy.
Why?
Yeah, it went from like 86 to like 45 for a high over the week. That's
Oh my god. This is why I can't. This is why so many SoCal people can't live anywhere else. Is because we don't understand what it's like to have seasons
what temperature.
and difference in temperature.
Same with NorCal people too.
At least you can deal with more cold up there.
Yeah. We get like
Don't-
30s, 40s.
Though I do have to say that in any desert climate, we get the weird like super hot afternoons, but like fairly chilly evenings,
Yeah.
or like at least midnights. Like I don't like the fact that in the fall and the spring we can have 80 to 90 Fahrenheit weather, and then at night it'll drop to like 60 or 50, which isn't like, it's not super cold for most people, but I don't know if it's like we don't have enough opportunities to get acclimated to that because we're fluctuating between the two so much, or whatnot. But
Well, humidity has a lot to do with that.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
in terms of temperature regulation,
Yeah, and
'cause
well,
that I
and
can
how,
understand.
and how it feels too.
Oh yeah.
If it's more humid, it can feel warmer than it is, I believe.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, that definitely makes sense. Because any night where it's like extra muggy or moist, we're like, oh, it feels kind of warm.
So
Um,
if you've got low humidity and it's cold, it actually feels colder.
Yeah, yeah. And I hate dry air. It's
Draco's just stroking his beard the whole time, like giving
So
you,
wise.
giving you the wisdom, giving
Yeah.
you the down
Dropping-
low on the weather. He's just like, yeah,
Dropping
this is
facts.
this is the humidity stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about because we get the same thing in NorCal too. Except like, I don't mind it when it's cold at night. I just hate it when it's cold and really windy at night. Like,
Oh yeah, I've
there's
experienced.
something about that. It's like it makes me feel really empty.
It's freaking
I
terrible.
don't know why. It makes me feel really weird when it's like cold and windy. It feels
Like
you
I've
would-
gone. I remember when I went to Japan Expo last year, and I was like, oh, it's still summer, so we'll be okay. I just brought like one jacket, and
Yeah,
then
no.
it was windy, and I was like, what the hell,
Yeah, especially around in
Freezing my
like
ass off.
you're in like Santa Clara. It was in Santa Clara, right?
Yeah, I was in San
Yeah, like that whole area is like pretty windy.
Yeah, that that area is wind.
You would hate living here
Yeah, absolutely. I'd hate living anywhere.
because it would. Not only does it get cold, but the humidity drops during the winter, like 20% humidity.
Actually, you know where I think I would like living? Only weather-wise is Florida.
What? I hate it here.
Because I deal okay with like warmer weather. I don't like like really chilly or cold weather. Obviously I don't like hot as balls weather, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like I can deal with some of that. Like I like humid hot more than I like dry hot.
Oh.
And
Okay, I
that
guess.
might sound really weird, but it's because I mean my skin doesn't like it. I can't breathe as well in dry hot weather. It really sucks. So I'd rather it be like all gross and sticky, but then the good thing is I don't have like I'm a skinny guy, so it's not too big of a problem. I don't have like the fat folds that hide the bacteria.
Oh, that's
Growing, you know,
that's a lovely visual image.
Yes.
Man,
I say that now, but when I get older, it's gonna be like, wow, that's disgusting, Dave.
Hey Dave, how you
What
doing?
happened?
I'm fine, Chase. I'm just.
I've
sitting there
actually always wondered
heat. Like,
if one day I would just become like morbidly obese.
you do live in America, so
Yeah,
you're pretty prime for that.
I'm pretty freaking American, so.
But yeah, and it also blows. The wind here is
It blows.
atrocious. We've had wind here that's enough to pick me up and move me.
Oh wow, like
That's
mini tornado status.
no, like hurricane status.
Oh okay. So it's wet and you're getting picked up.
Generally, yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in areas where I have literally been picked up and moved like 3 feet backwards. Just whoop, whoop. So
wow.
yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the wind here gets up to like F1, F2 speeds at times,
Oh wow.
but without the
Yeah.
tornadoes, we don't actually get too many tornadoes here.
Oh okay. See, the only natural disaster that we have to worry about here is earthquakes.
Which is bad enough.
Which is bad. Arguably, like I mean, yeah. Once the big one hits, I mean, we're all pretty much dead. So
If I start feeling earthquakes here, I'm
move further east.
You move.
no. If I start feeling earthquakes here, I'm gonna tweet out on Twitter that "See ya world" because it's gonna be we're done.
Because you don't have earthquakes over there, right?
No.
Yeah, like a lot of the East Coast or the Midwest doesn't get earthquakes at all either, right? I just remember, I remember watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and like Will Smith, he gets all like freaked out because there's an earthquake happening in L.A. And then he's from Philadelphia, so he's just like, back home the ground didn't move. And I was like, oh yeah, like this is not a phenomenon that everyone experiences. I forgot about that.
No, if we get earthquakes, they're like tiny, like 1, 2, stuff you can't even feel.
Wow, that's pretty lucky. Cause the recent one that like we felt was the oh god, what city was it? It's actually near me.
Yeah.
It happened right near where I lived before I came here for school.
Oh well, that was the other one.
Yeah,
that one SoCal didn't feel, obviously.
Yeah, I'm really glad I left like the week and a half before it happened because I am
Why did your
definitely
parents' house get wrecked or something?
no, I'm deathly terrified of earthquakes. So,
Oh really?
Like I hate them, and apparently this one lasted for like a minute.
Don't live in Japan then, Chase.
I would have had like a heart attack. Well, yeah, that's why you don't live there. That's why you visit.
Yeah. You know what's okay? Knock on wood, right? But you know what's funny is like every time I've been in Japan, pretty much haven't felt an earthquake.
Are they really that common?
Yeah, they happen a lot. Like
Maybe I'm not gonna visit then.
yeah, because the one time I would have experienced an earthquake was actually the time instead of being in Tokyo, we went down to Osaka.
Hmm.
And so the earthquake hit the northeastern region of Japan, but didn't hit the west. And so everyone's like, "Holy shit, earthquake! Is everyone okay?" And we're just in Osaka, and we're like, "Haha, like we're having fun here, like whatever." So
Yeah.
They're just like pretending to surf. Woo, ride it.
we also missed the typhoon as well because we went west.
Mhm.
So I feel like our timing is always pretty good when we do visit Japan.
Yeah. For me, if there's an earthquake here that I feel, I'm gonna be looking at Yellowstone to explode.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And if that happens, goodbye world.
yeah,
'Cause
you're done for. Get out of here.
I'm way too close to that to even come close.
I see.
Well,
Yeah, but I think it was a La Mirada
Mhm.
in SoCal. They got hit by like a
They got
a 5
hit.
point something.
They got hit like 10 times that day.
Oh yeah, because of all the aftershocks and stuff. But I
Yeah.
remember just sitting here. Oh, I was watching Basugasu Bakahatsu, the TV.
Yeah.
And they were just like, "Whoa, earthquake!" And then like my walls are kind of shaking and stuff. And then like my monitors started like moving because they're on arms. I was like, "Okay, here we go. Let's settle down." Like I didn't even do anything. I just like sat there and I was like, "What do I do in this situation?"
Are you done yet?
Yeah, I was like, "Are you? Can we resume our regularly scheduled program now?" Like what? I do realize that like what I'm supposed to do is either hide under the desk or like go under something sturdy. But my desk is not sturdy. Like it's from IKEA. If like obviously if the ceiling falls on it, like I'm done for. But yeah, I don't know. I've also like it sucks because I guess now that I think about it, like not very many people are like actually prepared for earthquakes because there's a bit of knowledge that people try to give out. Like one of them is like stand in a doorway or stand in a hallway or something. Well, maybe not a hallway, but stand in a doorway because the door frame is supposed to be one of the most rigid structures in your house.
Supposedly, they tried
but the thing is,
debunking that.
yeah, like earthquake preparedness websites are all like, yeah, don't do that because if it collapses on you, you're dead. Like okay, like shit.
Because even though it may be most structurally safe or whatever, like if that falls on top of you,
if it falls, it falls.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
it's so structurally safe that it'll trap you underneath because it'll be still rigid.
that too. But like the thing is, like if you hide under a desk and the desk collapses on you, I mean you're pretty much done for too, right? Though I guess the desk isn't gonna. Hopefully, it doesn't hurt you as much because it is like mine is a giant flat board, so it would spread all the pressure. But anyway, like in I think in a rescue situation, people tend to find, people can actually find people in the wreckage and stuff. It's just like, oh hey, look at you, you're under a desk, you made it, congratulations. And then there's always the like, just run outside as fast as you can, which theoretically is a good idea because yes, if things can't fall on you, you're safer. But
then if the ground opens up, you're fucked too.
like in oh my god, what's that movie? This Is the End? Is
How
that what
long
it's
ago
called?
was that?
It was only a few years ago
Nah, I don't know.
with James Franco and Jonah Hill.
Yeah, that's it.
Some of them.
I always thought about that, running outside. What if you're in like downtown LA surrounded by
Oh yeah, you're freaking
skyscrapers
screwed.
and you run outside?
That
Where?
shit only works in the suburbs.
Yeah, in the
People do
suburbs
that.
people do that all the time because you run outside and the worst that could happen is like it shakes so hard that the street light falls over or something. But that's rarely the case.
Yeah.
I mean, when it shakes that hard, I mean, serious shit's going down anyway. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, earthquakes,
Tornadoes, natural disasters.
natural disasters. This is the NSK podcast. This is the podcast about Japanese
Weather.
idols.
It's about weather and natural disasters.
Oh god, and I always see like gravure photos of Miyawaki Sakura. I'm like,
God, let's not talk
man,
about
it's
those.
it's not. And Kodama Haruka, and I'm just like, I
Please,
don't.
Sakura, please.
This is so bad. Why do I keep clicking on it?
I can hear you clicking on it. Stop
Yeah.
it.
It's pretty bad. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, anything exciting from you guys?
Well, I had to take down the swamp cooler.
Ah, the swamp cooler.
Evaporator cooler, I guess is what it's technically called. Disconnect the water line from it so it doesn't bust open.
Mm-hmm.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. And I'm supposed to make jelly.
For what?
Apple jelly.
I love these random like. Yeah, I'm supposed to make jelly.
Is there any
Yeah.
special occasion, or just,
No.
just gotta make jelly?
You just,
I mean, last
Well-
time it was what?
I still haven't actually made that yet. I still haven't made the choke cherry jelly.
Choke cherry jelly. Yeah, there you go. See? Did you harvest them at least? I mean...
Oh, yeah, it's all prepared. I just haven't made it.
You haven't made the actual jelly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the freezer right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, it's my dad. He brings home these projects and then wants everybody else to do them. But, yeah, he wants apple jelly.
Nice.
And
More
choke cherry jelly, and I don't think he has everything to do it, but I'll probably be doing that after the podcast.
Cool.
And for the next like week, I'll be making jelly.
I'm so jelly.
Oh.
Chase, what about you? Anything exciting this week? How's school? What week is it now?
It's
week 3?
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't been much better than week 1 or week 2.
Wow, is your life like that miserable that like?
Well, I'm not like miserable. It's just school sucks, and
is there anything you actually do enjoy in life?
I play
besides League of Legends.
And jacking off.
What?
Jacking off.
Oh,
I jack off while I podcast.
Yeah.
That's my sole joy in life.
Oh, it's a new week, guys. I get to do dirty things while podcasting.
I get to do it twice
no
a week.
one knows.
I get to do it twice a week. I have the NSK show and the evening show.
And no one knows until I tell all of them.
That's why you're not supposed to tell. Like, no one's listening to this, right?
Yeah. Whoops.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Yeah. I don't know. I Skype with like my friends back home and stuff, and we just talk, hang out, and like I have a lot of fun just talking to them and like playing games with them. So that's where I derive most of my fun.
That's
like,
cool.
To people who aren't like, I guess, non-social or like not very social, they might not. They'll be like, "Wow, that sounds like hell." You know, it's like, why would you ever shut yourself in and like only talk to people through a computer screen? But like for me, it's like, I don't know.
You're talking about normal people, right?
Is that what you want to call them, normal people?
Well, I think we are included in that group of people who shut ourselves away and talk to people through computers. So, yeah, normal people.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
although, I don't know about that anymore. So many people now use text and everything else that
they're basically
basically normal
us.
people.
They're becoming us.
They're becoming assimilated.
So, I mean, even those who are, quite social still, half of it's through their phone or computers, so.
Oh, yeah, of course. No, I love, I still love Skyping with my friends, even if they, they live, like, down the street.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the same thing as a phone call, except it's higher quality, and it's more convenient, because I am sitting on my ass all day.
People.
More than one people.
More than one people.
Yes, indeed.
You can screen shares.
Yeah, you can screen share. That's cool. And then we play games together, so that's one of those things. I remember my boss saying that he found it fascinating. Well, this is my boss from like 2 jobs ago. He was like a techie. Like he taught himself computers and stuff like that. But I remember he told me that he's fascinated by how his son, like when he comes home from college, he'll just like jump on his computer and then hop on Skype and load up WoW, and then he'd like talk to his friends because like he hadn't seen them in a while, or like they meet up in World of Warcraft, and he's like that's how they continue to maintain their friendships. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty normal for the digital age now, and that's kind of like what we do as people who don't leave our houses.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. This is like my social interaction for the week.
God damn it!
I mean, it is what it is. Like, I actually took another step towards becoming like even more of a shut-in than normal this week. Yeah, no, I started playing like a dating sim. I'm just like,
Wow.
did I mention this last week or not?
No, you mentioned it
No.
on the evening show.
Yeah, I mentioned on the evening show. Yeah, I started playing Katawa Shoujo.
Oh, see that
That's
Yeah.
not a dating
that
sim.
doesn't count.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
It is a dating sim, but it's a really trolly one.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting.
It's like playing Hatoful Boyfriend, where all of your potential
They're
boyfriends
fucking
are
birds.
pigeons. Yeah, they're all birds. Like, come on, who doesn't want to play that?
A lot of people.
But that's funny because I was watching the BBC documentary "No Sex Please We're Japanese,"
Mm-hmm.
and in that documentary, there's these two dudes who carry Love Plus DSs with them, and they're their surrogate girlfriends and whatnot. And it was so funny because like the chick presenting the show, she's like, if you had to choose between Rinko, the girl in the game, or your wife, who would you choose? And the guy was like, I get to think about it.
Rinko?
Yeah, and he had that like grin of like, I'm not sure what I should say.
What is wife?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is
Can
wife?
Is she downloadable DLC?
But that's the funniest thing. Like he was still married and everything. Like
What?
Wow.
yeah, one of the dudes was actually married to a
Man,
real
that's a
woman.
betrayal.
Wow.
The other dude though, he was still single. Oh my god, I've had these batteries plugged in for like over a week. Sorry, I just noticed something on my desk that I hadn't seen in a while.
Well, I remember that one where the guy got married to the
The body pillow?
the Love Plus character.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah, he actually married I think it was Love Plus anyway. His DS basically.
The future is so bright.
Where's the USB controlled on the whole?
I
thing?
cannot wait until virtual relationships are so real.
Hey man, Oculus Rift,
Oh
the
god.
dream.
You're gonna end up on that Tumblr of like, instead of it being like white guys wearing Oculus Rift, it'll just be like creepy dudes wearing Oculus Rift and naked because they're playing a dating sim.
Hugging thin air because they're like,
It's time for air sex with Oculus
Miku,
Rift.
come here.
Hey, I watched that one Hatsune Miku Oculus Rift thing.
Unfortunately, I've seen a video. I think it was called air sex, and it was actually a bunch of Japanese dudes like pretending that they were having sex.
Well, that
Beautiful.
generally is what is implied by air
Yes.
whatever. Air guitar.
Anyway, before the show gets too dark,
Too creepy, huh?
and the good thing is I think this show will be a little bit shorter than usual. And
Yeah, there's
I could use that. Because first of all, I don't know why, but the whole left half of my nose hurts now. Like it's slightly swollen, and I've been looking. So I have eczema. I have dry, sensitive skin, and I have like greasy face skin. All of this shit sucks, dude. And a lot of it is like no one knows why. Like, why does acne exist and all that bullshit? And so I've been looking up the symptoms that I have of this pain and like swelling on my ear. Like it's a little red too. It's actually not very noticeable.
It isn't just
Anymore?
like standard like skin conditions that like.
Yeah, see,
You
that's
get
the
it?
thing. Like, I'm like, is this normal or common? And so, I had found out that there's a disorder called like, I'm gonna pronounce it really like rosacea or rosacea. I don't know, Rosacea, and it's not necessarily correlated with eczema or like other forms of acne and stuff like that, but it's very it tends to be either misdiagnosed or it'll appear alongside with some of those every now and then. I don't know. It's freaking stupid. But basically, I'm like, do I have that shit right now? Because like some of the symptoms sound right, but some of the causes and whatnot don't. And so, I mean, I'd rather not. It'd be great if I don't have it because sounds like it really sucks, and it only gets worse as time goes on. But some of me is like, part of me thinks like, oh, maybe I just irritated my skin too much, because I have been using more like facial cleansing products lately, and I'm just like, damn it, because I do that to make my skin feel better, not to irritate it. So I don't know, I probably just have to like take a break and wash all my linens extra much.
Mhm.
Wash them more. I don't know. Whatever.
Extra
Dave,
rinse.
Dave, apparently it's pronounced rosacea.
Rosacea.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
But,
Yeah. I've heard of that.
Yeah. So I mean, I used to get this every now and then. Like I'd be like, oh, because I'm used to getting like big, shitty acne. And so if I get it on my nose, I'm like, great. I just have a giant pimple on my nose. This recent one though, like, just feels a lot more itchy and painful, and it's been bothering me like all day. So I can't wait to just go to sleep where I can't feel. But anyway, rosacea, maybe not. Yeah, F you, Ustream. I can't show links.
yeah, not even admins can do that.
I have to sign on as an admin and allow links. But anyway, what's crazy though is rosacea might be caused by dust mites, and that's kind of scary.
Better fumigate your room or whatever then.
Yeah, but oh god. Yeah.
Better buy a new mattress.
Yeah, see that's the problem. Like when mites infest your bed and shit, it's like you can't do anything about it. You're done.
Yeah,
Go buy a new house for that.
Just get a new mattress.
Yeah, it's freaking terrible.
You can also buy mattress covers. Like I have one here, and you just basically, when you get the mattress, you put
Oh,
this
it's like a hypoallergenic.
Yeah,
thing.
you put a plastic cover.
Oh,
over the mattress.
okay. So I feel really bad because my roommate had one of those, and we used to make fun of him because we're like, dude, do you have a cover on your bed because you wet it all the time?
It's sticky.
Yeah, but no, like it was just funny because when you actually lay on it, it's like, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
no,
my
that's
God.
why you cover it with like a slight.
you're supposed to put another.
You're supposed to put a
Yeah.
pad over it.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't
That's
make
what's
the
supposed to
noise.
happen. Yeah, maybe I need that so that bugs don't. I don't know. Like, yeah, sometimes I think I have like bed bugs or something. Because I end up with like these bumps or like what seem like bites on my body.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Actually, maybe buy a new pillow. Because that's where your face is going to be.
That is a new pillow. It's got beans and shit in it.
Oh, God. I don't know if I like those. I've got one of those. And
I have one. I have two different like Japanesey pillows now, and I've been trying them out.
I don't know if I like the bead one.
Yeah. And the other thing is, right before the show, I was trying to change my calendar, and I ended up ripping the top part of my July-August Maidotsuko.
You ripped Achan's hair. How could you?
It's freaking terrible.
You
At least it was just her hair.
just her
So
hair.
I need to like surgically remove the perforation that's still stuck.
You should just rip off the rest of that one piece and sell it on eBay and say I have a piece of Maida Atsuko's
No,
hair.
that's terrible. You know that if I had a piece of Maidotsu's hair, I would keep it.
She would have that framed in a hermetically sealed bag on the wall.
And then the cops bust into the room and you got like a chunk of hair on the wall that you've like
Yeah, then they're
built
just
a
like,
shrine
oh,
around.
this guy's a freaking weirdo. We're gonna
And they
arrest
look
him
at your
for some
browser
reason.
history and they see all the pictures of Sakura and Gravure.
Oh, what the? See, what sucks is I don't even. Man, yeah. I don't even look at them for that long.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
but the fact
It's
that
like,
they're there-
ew, no, yeah. The fact that they're there doesn't, you're done. Yeah. But you know what's hilarious is I actually know a guy who, at one point when he had a girlfriend, or with one of his girlfriends, he actually kept a lock of her hair.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like at night he would like cut off a little bit and just like put it away.
Oh no, that'd be amazing too. Actually, I kind of wouldn't be surprised if he did that. That's kind of
up his alley.
Eccentric, yeah.
No, that's
Yeah,
what-
like I just remember seeing this like this bunch of hair, and it was looped and then tied,
yeah.
and I was like,
Did he make a ring out of it?
whose hair is it? No, it was enough to be like you could hold it in. Well, I mean, it wasn't like super thick or anything. Otherwise, it would have been like, wow, girl, why are you bald now? But yeah, it was just like it's like a Slim Jim amount of hair. I don't know, whatever.
It's okay.
Anyway,
I did the same thing to Chisato on my calendar.
I thought you meant you had cut her
Good
hair.
Chisato's
No.
hair.
You kept
Like,
it.
dang.
Like, Draco, how are you not arrested? Or,
No, I ripped her picture.
You're gonna get arrested now because you admitted guilt. But yeah, I'm not gonna mod you, Chase.
Man, life's cruel.
Yeah. There. Because I know you do the evening show as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the podcast about Japanese idols. So
Yeah,
let's talk about impressions for this week.
but I don't know if I don't know if we're gonna talk about any Japanese idols.
Are you
Wait, are these all Chinese idols or something?
Are you-
What is this?
Chinese idols again?
No.
Ishni-san.
She.
Am I speaking Chinese?
Are
I
you?
don't know.
But shut the fuck up.
Why are you so mad, Chase? Huh?
Cause you're making fun of me, man. I don't appreciate it.
Whatever. Alright, let's talk about Choosy. Is this Choosy or is it Choose?
It's a play off of choose.
It's
Alright,
The
whatever,
choose.
English word. for
Whatever you-
choose.
whatever you
CSU-C.
choose it to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. Choose. And they're PV bombastic.
Oh man.
Sorry.
So
Alright. So, I'm assuming Draco put this on.
I put everything on.
So
Nobody else does this.
I've never
Man,
heard
one
of this
chick looks
group
like
before.
Hirojima Natsumi.
They're from like 2012. This is, I think, their their first major single.
They're from 2012, as in like they're from that year.
They
They're
all
time
sound
travelers.
like 5 Tomachin clones.
Oh yeah, see, I was about to say they sound like a K-pop group.
Yeah, I kind of got that feeling too. Apparently,
They also
this
kind of
is-
look like one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is supposed to be apparently EDM. Eh.
This is
No,
this
it's
is
not.
pop electronic. This isn't.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. I won't nitpick it.
Yeah, you know what? There's no point in trying to be all like musically elite because
Yeah, everyone
that
has
shit.
their own opinion of what everything is.
Yeah.
So you'd be like,
To be honest, EDM could encompass anything that has any sort of electronic anything, and you could say that's all music. But,
hoi 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 hoi.
yeah.
Except acoustic.
Yeah.
Except
and
acoustic,
then you
yeah.
could say like everything that doesn't have electronic stuff in it is acoustic music.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's true. Suddenly,
But
a cappella.
Great
Acoustic
acoustic,
voice,
song.
here we go.
Great acoustic song, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't use auto-tune. That's really cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Imagine auto-tuning acoustic songs.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
I like this song though.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
It's definitely a pretty hype song.
It sounds, like I said before, it sounds like a Tomachin song, but I actually like it a bit better.
Well, yeah, okay, it does sound like a Tomoshin song, but it's not
The instrumental at least.
overproduced.
Yeah.
The voices sound better.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, they actually sound like they might be able to sing
Mhm.
under the auto-tune.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it just sucks. Tomochin's voice just breaks really easily.
Yeah. She just doesn't have a strong voice.
Yeah.
What are they waving around? Are those like?
I
Those
think
look like
that's-
blow up, Actually,
Like
that's funny.
the sticks that you wave
When-
around at concerts.
There's that one part where she goes cho 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 I kanji, and I totally thought of Renai Revolution 21 because of that. But they look like blow up sticks. You know those noisemaker, what are the thunder sticks that they pass
Yeah.
out at like football games and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just put in like any of those devices, those are like balls or whatever that light up if they get struck.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just put a bunch of those inside and then they light up. It's like a
Are you supposed to hit those together though?
yeah. When you shake it, it'll light up or whatever.
Oh.
It just like that's what it looks like they're holding. I don't know if that's exactly what they're holding, if they're actually sticks or whatever,
Yeah.
but that's what it looks like to me.
And I don't know if they have lights in them or if it's like glitter.
I think there are lights in them.
But yeah, they look like giant light sticks almost without the full light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, basically I was just gonna say they're like giant pen lights, light sticks, glow sticks.
Yeah. So at the like I listened to it again, and it really like what Dave said. It sounds a lot like K-pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this does not sound Japanese at all, except for the language.
There's all that K-synth.
It sounds a lot like fairies.
Because Fairies was supposed to be the K-pop group of the J-pop.
Kind of. I mean, they
Initiative.
were all into like the vocal dance thing.
Mhm. I feel like it's a bit more clubby than Fairies music,
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's got
I know where you're coming from.
like a harsher sound to it.
Or more aggressive, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know how old they are? Like, they look a bit older than traditional idols.
I'm not sure. I think they're all... I can't remember if it was this group that I looked up or the other one, but I believe they're all from like 95, 97.
Oh. 95, 97?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They look older than they
Yeah,
are
they look.
than, I guess.
They definitely look older and more.
I thought they were like all mid-20s, early mid-20s or something.
No, it must have been a different group I looked up.
See, that's just one of those things where it's like, you know, with idols, they tend to look for certain features. They tend to look for girls who just, I guess, tend to look younger in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, because yeah, of course, there's plenty of. I mean, just look at Lemon. I mean, that girl's actually 20. Kind of unbelievable.
The evolution of Lemon that's been happening recently is very fascinating.
She's actually been evolving. Like she's actually been growing up. What's going on?
Have you seen the pictures from her G Plus?
No.
Where she's been wearing her hair down and wearing like adult looking
really?
makeup and stuff, and it looks really nice. Like I've been
Really?
Lemon shot up a bit on my ranking or whatever. Like
Lemon shot up a bit.
No,
She
she's
also-
still short.
Lemon shot out of my straw.
She also fixed her teeth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she fixed
Okay.
her teeth. Like she's wearing her hair down. She actually looks her age. She doesn't look like she's fucking 13 still or something.
Okay. Until she starts talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
much.
it's like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
But there's also plenty of grown women who sound really
Juvenile.
really little girly. All right, well, choose bombastic. That was
fairly
neat.
bombastic.
was a-
Bombastic?
I would call that a mediocre bombastic. I mean, if you're talking
Yeah.
bombastic, it needs to be like
I was expecting like a dubstep drop or something if it was going to be bombastic, you know?
Yeah.
But this
Like,
was
it's
okay.
like- It was
Because mediocre bombastic honestly just means fairly above average.
hmm
Yeah.
So,
I was digging it.
you dig it.
I dig it. Dig it
Yeah.
all day, every day.
Alright, let's see if we transition over to juice equals juice.
Now, this is pretty freaking bombastic.
And their PV datte janayo uchi no jinsei wa. My life is not just for show.
This has a pretty freaking bombastic
Is it anything like
instrumental.
the was it anything like the A side?
No.
No.
No, this is more
this is a
traditional juice.
Oh, traditional juice.
This is more the jazzy, funky sound.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if it was like yesterday night or the other night. I just decided to listen to the first Juice song again, and I was like, holy crap. Like, this is...
It's changed so much.
Yeah, it actually has changed quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I keep thinking, like, oh, Juice, they keep putting out similar things, or like... I mean, they probably iterate really well, but comparing, like, latest Juice to old Juice, it's like, whoa. What? But it had that whole, like... What instrument was it? Not really trumpet.
Sax?
But was it sax?
I don't know.
Which song?
Might have been.
In the first Juice song?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
It had a very distinct, like, keep playing this instrument over and over again type of feel to it.
I really like this song. Not so much vocally, but for the instrumentals, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah, no, that was the saxophone and Watashi, whatever. The first Juice song. Watashi ga
Gotcha.
Iu Mai ni Dakishi. I'm not even going to try to say it. It's so
Okay.
long. But yeah, you're right.
Gotcha.
I really like this sound better for them than the like dubstep EDM Musume sound that they had in or have in Shinobi.
Like, they don't need to.
It's
They
like
don't need to have the same sound as Morning Musume, realistically.
It was
No.
like the back to the roots kind of deal.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, since it's a double A side, right?
Yeah. With
Yeah, I like the
Shinobi.
contrast. It reminds
Yeah.
me a lot of the contrast with Morning Musume's 1, 2, 3 and whatever the
The Matenro show?
the Matenro show. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I really like that. Was my favorite. That is my favorite Morning Musume single like release because the comparison of the two was really very fresh. Like you could go from one to the other and listen to it and then switch back and it's like, ooh, wow, this is really cool. Like switching, like the comparison of the two is like one's really electronic-y and then the other one's very disco, very funky.
Right.
And then this one's pretty similar in that regard.
And it seems to me that their line distribution in this song is a lot more generous for the other members.
It's more balanced.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be all two or three girls.
The plus side is there's also the, well, I don't know if this is a plus side or not, but you can see all the brass instruments in the back, too.
Yeah.
As well as copious amounts of speakers.
And it's not.
Those are good speakers too. Those are Marshalls.
Yeah.
Those are really nice ones.
And
I like the set, actually.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing really egregious with the way it's shot either.
With the lens flares.
Yeah.
It fits the feel of the song. Like I'd expect lens flares in a song like this. I think.
The lens flares aren't... Oh, okay. Well, I was about to say they weren't too strong, but there's this one point where
Yeah.
it was basically just blinding out everyone except for the girl in the middle.
Yeah. They use it almost as a blur effect rather than blurring
Yeah,
it.
it's more like lens blur than lens flare. Or blur flare.
But it doesn't bother me.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
You know, it's not like some of the stuff that Hello Project or AKS has done where it's just like, no, turn it off now.
Yeah, and the Japan filter isn't too bad either. It's still there, and it's still very like, let's make everyone ghost white. You know, keep it bright.
Well,
it's not,
yeah.
It's not to the point where you're losing a lot of color.
I don't know if it's the makeup or the way it's filmed, or what, but it almost looks like the video is airbrushed.
Yeah.
In the close-ups, especially. It looks like they're too perfect in the close-ups.
Too perfect.
Probably a combination of all of that.
Yeah, it's just too many
Makeup.
things on top of each other. Just not working too great together.
No, yeah, it works. It's too polished. Which is something I feel idols shouldn't strive for.
I want more grainy and handycam. That's what I want. Maybe. No. I love HD cameras.
I don't have a problem with HD cameras, but, I mean, you don't need to make the girls look absolutely, perfect.
Yeah, no. See, the thing about
flawless.
HD cameras is that you don't really, airbrush them because they already capture so much detail.
Yeah, but they catch all the flaws, too. And
Leave that shit in there.
But this doesn't have that.
This is ridiculous. This is not. I'm not saying this is HD, Draco. It probably is, but I'm not saying it is.
I don't know.
It's a 1080.
It's overdone with the effects.
Yeah.
Ooh. I just switched to 1080. It looks really nice.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's their goal. Maybe we've been doing this all wrong all along. Maybe we need to watch it in its original.
Stop watching it in 360p.
I was watching it in 720.
Yeah.
But not everyone has that luxury.
Mm-hmm.
Some
That's
people have
true.
to watch this on their slower connections.
Some people get capped.
Yeah, that too.
Some people have to watch it on their phone.
Actually,
The more-
a lot of image, video especially looks okay on phone because you're not the screen is smaller, so you're not getting as much detail anyway.
The comparison.
I think that's kind of an optical illusion. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
anyway, so the song's pretty cool. I could do mostly without the PV. The costumes I thought were actually pretty impressive for. I don't want to say for Juice Fair, but they're unexpected. They're unexpectedly nice. They're nice and simple.
It looks like something that they would wear, if they're having a girls' day/night out.
Girls' night out.
Girls' night out. I mean, yeah.
It looks like something that they did for, Hello Station's outfit collab. If you want to know the truth. Here, go pick this outfit for this song. For each girl.
Right on.
I doubt that's the way it happened, but I've
never
noticed
know.
that on the Hello Station in those segments, they tend to pick, pretty simple but nice outfits.
It's better than extravagant and not nice.
Yeah.
So.
I would really like to hear Juice do a full-on jazz or, blues song.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
We need more jazzy idols. There aren't enough.
Yeah. Alright, that was Date Janayo Uchi no Jinsei wa by Juice. Let's go ahead and talk about Fudanjuku and their PV Be Hero in all caps.
Bit hero.
Stupid ads. I haven't listened to this one.
Oh. So Fudanjuku is the Danso idol group, right?
Yeah.
Or the Danso group. So that means they're all women who dress like pretty men.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure about pretty, but yeah.
Oh, I don't know. So I don't know if that's an
Handsome.
insult to men in general or to the members of Fudanjuku.
Both?
Damn.
Let's just insult everybody.
I think they look fine right now.
So they're really going for the shonen voice too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, I prefer them in Nakano Fujo Sisters. I prefer them as women.
I'm sure you do, but that's not the point of this group.
No. And this group actually gets way more attention. I think they pretty much abandoned Nakano Fujo Sisters.
Wait, so these are girls said?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Chase.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like women in their mid-20s.
This is... They had to be pandering to that very specific audience then, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Very.
But hey, I mean, real girls love this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably have as loud an audience as like Exile would, or Snap, or
You think so?
from what I've heard, yeah.
Like they have a really strong following, or what?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how strong it is, but they're loud.
Oh.
One of the girls is giving me a really strong Michan vibe.
Is it the one with the glasses?
It's the one with the... She opens her eyes really wide.
Oh.
And she has like... Yeah, if you just keep watching, you'll eventually see it. Like, there's one that like has like a Michan like chin and eyes. I don't know, I'm getting something off of that. But... I think the song's good. It sounds a lot like an anime song, a bit,
Yeah.
like the chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the same feeling as well.
Mm-hmm.
It would not surprise me.
Yeah, I mean,
Shut up in an anime.
I'm not for the concept, but the music's pretty great in my opinion.
It's better than their previous stuff that I've heard. A
Oh,
lot
yeah?
of their previous stuff has been pretty standard, safe, idle fare.
Hmm.
Wait, so like, I mean, because the thing is, the image I'm getting from this PV is that like they're going for like the fairly cool pop rock feel of a young teenage guy group, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying that in their other songs, they're still dudes, like Ikemen Wannabe, but their songs are really girly idol pop?
Well, I wouldn't say that. They're girly, but they're definitely idol pop. And it's just... They're very
Like Arashi?
bland and... I
Like
don't know.
Arashi, like Johnny's idols?
I don't listen to Johnny Idols.
Oh. See, now I want to see some more of their other stuff to see
But-
what the comparison is like.
They've said before that Nakano Fujo Sisters was supposed to be like their serious music group, where they actually did, serious music and songs, and Fudanjuku was where they just did the silly, stupid idol shit.
Huh. Interesting.
The songs with, little to no meaning or repeatable meanings, or...
Because that was a pretty good song. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was.
One of them could
No jokes there.
One or two of them could really belt too. Like they had really good voices.
That's what it seems like,
sound
yeah.
And each one has a different hobby, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one's into wrestling, one's into anime, one's into manga. I can't remember the others, but... And they keep that section, that part of it, between groups.
Hmm.
They
Are there
keep it, as in like that translates over?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They keep the hobbies. It's just how they, I guess, refer to them and describe them that's different.
Okay. Interesting.
Have you ever seen any other groups with like this kind of concept before? Like, or
I personally haven't.
I can't think of any.
because like, isn't this? Oh well, I guess Visual K is just guys trying to look like effeminate, guys? But
Yeah.
Like, I
there's a
was
ton
trying
of
to-
them.
Yeah, I was trying to draw like a correlation between that and this group, but then I realized it's actually kind of different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I can really think of is like Danso Cafes and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
I've never seen them actually try to produce a group like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this, I mean, I've always thought that Fudanjuku was one of the much more original concepts when it comes to idols, anyway.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. And this is
pretty
like
cool.
their 13th single. So,
Wait, really?
They've
Yeah.
been around for a while.
Oh wow.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to, maybe I'll get this one. Watch them. Keep an eye out for them.
Yeah. So that was Fudanjuku with Be Hero. Let's go ahead and move on to Oha Girl Fuwawa and
Yeah.
their PV Cross My Heart.
Cross my heart and hope to die, stick a needle in my eye.
I was about to say that you stole it.
And I got the wrong freaking link, don't I?
Maybe.
Cross my heart. Have we had any AVEX groups yet? Because
Oh yeah, last week was like AVEX week.
yeah, I was looking at all the YouTube channels that posted. I haven't seen AVEX anywhere yet, so I'm like, wow.
You're in luck, Chase.
Yay!
This week we might not be talking about AVEX.
Oh, boy.
These girls are really young. Draco, what the hell?
Yeah.
They're part of Oha Star.
Yeah, I was thinking
You-
Oha Girls.
You don't
Oha Girl
remember?
Fuwa sounds familiar.
You don't remember last year's Oha Girls?
Didn't they break up?
Yeah, but
So-
this is the new group. That
Okay.
yeah, they got too old, so they had to go.
Is this the debut?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
One of them's wearing a UCSC shirt.
I don't know how. The one looks like she's definitely half something.
Yeah, one of them looks mixed. The one with the twin tails looks pretty cute.
And then one of them looks like she's like 10 years old.
They probably
one that-
are.
The one that's University of California, Santa Cruz.
Yeah. Mm.
I
Is
would
this
not-
a gas station or
Huh?
like this setting? It's like in front of a gas station or something.
They're gangsters.
It almost looks like they're going for like the ice cream shop, 50s ice cream shop type feel.
Yeah.
Only modernized.
hmm There's like the old gas pumps behind them and stuff.
Or, candy shop where the kids hang out after school or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
except it looks really dilapidated. So they're
Ugh.
actually just in the post-apocalyptic world
Yeah.
where everyone else is dead and it's only children.
It's only idols.
Yeah, only idols
And
exist
they're,
now.
what's that ball game called?
Yeah, what is the thing they're using?
I can't think of what it's called.
I actually have no
It's
idea
the
what
thing
it
that
is.
Sato used and
Yeah,
Yusuke Gakuen.
I have no idea what it is. Like, I see it all the time, and I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
that thing, that Japanese thing, but I don't know what it is.
The Japanese
Yeah.
ball game.
And if I were to describe it, it looks kind of like, not really a cross, but
a
something you
T.
hold. Yeah, it's like a T-shaped wooden carving thing that you hold, and then there's a string attached to it, and there's a ball at the end. So what you do is you basically just try to catch the ball onto your T.
T-ball.
And I
T-ball.
Kindama. Apparently.
Kindama, that's what it's
Oh,
called.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That
so
sounds
they're
right.
All three of
Yeah.
them have a Kindama.
And they're
Kindama.
playing it, and I wonder if they actually that good at it, or if they're just really
Movie magic.
Yeah.
They're just throwing it up and you see it, but they miss it, but then they just cut the video right before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's possible, man.
It does the job, so it's all good.
So I mean, it sounded okay.
Yeah, it's I would say, pretty standard.
It also looks like the best filmed PV of the night so far.
Is that
Yeah,
sarcasm?
No.
Oh no, it wasn't sarcasm. Wait, what have we seen so far? Okay, yeah. Least amount of Japan filtered.
You're forget. Yeah, it had the least amount of Japan filter. All the colors stood out totally fine. The contrast between the girls and the setting was really good too. Because remember how I said the gas station and the candy store and stuff, they looked really dilapidated and post-apocalyptic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the girls themselves looked like, they were actually full of life. They were very vivid. Their clothes were not tattered or dirtied at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the setting did kind of look like... I mean, it's not to the point where there's cobwebs and dust and, like...
Zombies.
It's like the buildings have been burned already, yeah. But more like they had been, like just abandoned but somewhat maintained. Like, it's a really weird... Because obviously, like, the set is actually stuff placed in, like, a warehouse or a studio.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they're actually out in some abandoned 1950s American-looking town in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming they had a smaller budget than like most of what we've been seeing so far. And
Oh, yeah,
they,
of course.
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they used it really well
yeah,
for what they've had.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Without a
definitely
doubt.
that's definitely a sure sign of I would say creativity on their part.
Mm-hmm.
On
But,
on
yeah.
the editor's part.
Apparently that's their thing, though, is the kendama.
Really?
Yeah. I'm watching an event that's like
Kendama,
them.
not
And it-
Kendama. Kendama,
yeah, apparently. Kendama is something in
like
Hindu.
Ken and Barbie. Okay.
So.
Well,
All the Oha girls have had, some sort of, like, theme to them.
mm-hmm.
This one's Kendama.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, I haven't really checked into them. I don't watch Oha Star.
Mm-hmm.
I know Day was really into the last group.
Yeah.
But so do they just periodically make new groups and disband the old ones? Is that their thing, or?
Yeah, about every 2 to 3 years they disband and then they come
Holy
back with
shit.
some new group.
Hmm.
Interesting.
That is very interesting indeed.
But they have several different, like, Oha girls. I think, Karen was one. Or not Karen, Ogawa?
Ogawa.
Uchigawa.
Mana?
She was an Oha girl.
One of the AKB girls was an Oha girl at one time. And,
Wow.
Kasumi Koharu was one.
Yeah. Wait, so Oha Star is a show.
It's a early morning children's
It's an
show.
Early morning. Oh, okay. They're actually connected.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oha Star and Oha Girl are connected.
Gotcha.
Because
Wow.
the Oha girls are like, oftentimes appear as assistants or go out on projects and stuff like that, interviews and stuff.
Gotcha.
I'm wondering, like, why would they like make a group for like 3 years, 2-3 years, and then disband it? Like, why wouldn't they do like the Sakura Gakuin thing of like just like rotating as soon as
Well,
like
it's
they're old
another
enough?
it's another method of refreshing your lineup.
Yeah.
Just instead of auto graduating the ones that are old enough, you just gut it and give it a new roster and rename them. I know it's
Yeah.
kind of stupid,
Like, when you lose value or like lose fans or attention.
but yeah, of
it's
course. But in any group, when your members graduate or leave, you lose.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose fans. So.
At least, but at least you keep the name brand from the past one. Unless like the Ota Girl brand is enough to keep the interest flowing.
I mean, it's small enough where I think that is the case.
Hmm.
Like if you
Well-
wanna go higher up or into more popular territory. I mean, if you look at Morning Musume now, they're nothing like the Morning Musume from 5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
So
Ogawa Saki and Ikuta Edina were Oha girls.
Oh.
And like I said, Kasumi Koharu was an Oha girl while she had her anime.
yeah, she had an anime.
Anime.
But, yeah, Oha girls and stuff is more focused towards the children than the normal idol fans. But they still get a lot of the idol fans, so
Oh yeah, of course.
it
You're
works
always
out
gonna-
for them.
You're always gonna have the idol fans.
Just like us.
And no, Dell did not recommend this. If Dell was going to recommend something, it would probably be that other group that I skipped over.
Are they even younger?
Possibly, probably. They
Like,
were pretty young.
I think Dell recommended, like, he gave me this YouTube channel or something to follow, and it basically just posts, like indie lives of all these idol groups, like, where they're just performing on the streets, and they're all, like 12 or younger. Like, there's this one group where they have, like, 6-year-olds, like, playing guitar and, like,
Yeah.
drums or something. I'm just like, they honestly weren't that bad for how old they were. It was just very, very, I wasn't
Very-
used to it. It was very strange.
Very creepy would be the word you're looking for. No, Spark.
They'll have talent. They'll have a lot of talent in, like, 13 years. Let's just wait until they're 13 years older. Anyway.
But no, I skipped over Spark Girls because they're just like, yeah, it's their debut single.
It wasn't good enough to warrant.
It wasn't bad, but it was, yeah, they're young.
Hmm.
Alright, so that was Oha Girl Fua Fua and their PV Crossed My Heart.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to Elf Float with their PV Tokiori Mermaid.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be. I'm not sure exactly how it's supposed to be said, but it's
Yaru
supposed to be
Furoto.
elf themed.
What the fuck?
I guess the girls are supposed to be elves or something, but
Are they wearing, like, ears or something? Or
no,
Okay, good. I was
not
gonna
that
be
I
so
noticed
mad.
anyway.
Though I actually I expect it, you know.
Well, yeah, as idols, you kind of expect them to go all out on their theme.
They have big ears though.
Couple of them do.
Yeah, some of them have naturally big ears.
is it like Sakura big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Dang.
might not stick out as far, but yeah.
Like I thought they were wearing earpieces because their ears were so big.
Oh wow, yeah, I can see that now.
Yeah.
Man, I
Maybe
miss Sakura ears.
They probably chose these girls based on their ear size.
The audition consisted of them coming in. All right, pull back like your part, please. It's like,
Let me see those ears.
yeah, let's like measure it out with
Kuromochi Asuka created this group. She had to personally bite all the ears.
the ones that were oishi enough were they got in.
Man, one chick like just straight up looks like a moe elf. Like it
Yeah.
just works. It's like okay.
Yeah.
you
Is it
can-
the one
you
with
can be an
the
elf.
weird half bangs in the middle of her face or something?
You're talking the one. Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
and it's half bangs because like she doesn't have like enough hair or something to make
Yeah.
the full bangs.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird.
It's just like a little box right there.
Yeah.
I want to say like a little Hitler mustache on the forehead. But
Oh God.
that could be offensive.
It could be. Yes.
Okay, yeah, this is the group I looked up. They're all born in like 95, 96, 97.
Oh, okay. Well then,
That's not
oh,
that.
Draco.
That's not that old. Or
No.
that
You're
young.
you're misleading us here
No, I'm not.
because you're saying
I said I wasn't sure, and I looked and I couldn't find their ages.
yeah. Well, you were saying Choose was born in 95, 96, 97.
And I looked and I said that I was wrong.
Okay.
You just don't listen.
I don't.
Ooh.
Shoes are actually
Get
from
off.
like 1988.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Get off my show.
Whoa.
What? Did you get to the part where it's like kind of creepy
Yeah.
and they're talking? Yeah.
It's like
What's happening?
reverse breakdown or something.
There's like, it's not a disco ball. It's there's glowing coming from the ceiling.
That's all
It's like
natural
a-
lighting. I'll just have
Clearly,
you know right
that
now.
was not sarcasm, by the way.
No. I think the elfin gods descended.
That's some
On
like
the TV
aurora
set.
borealis effect inside of a video
Because the
editing
skin
program.
turned blue. That's how much lighting there was.
Yeah. I could see ways to do that with natural lighting, but yikes.
Yeah, that didn't look.
It's some elfin magic going
Real
on,
at
man. They're
all.
taking their concept too far. It's like they're implementing some
Sorcery.
ancient elfin magic shit going on.
It's funny because this whole
Yeah, they're blue again now.
crossing their arms and like across their chests and like rock like bending over and back up, like kind of reminds me of Alice Project and Biss. They're
Mhm.
just kind of like we're rocking out or whatever.
Their method of headbanging?
Yeah, it was kind of headbangish.
The PV is really simple.
Yeah,
It's just jump changes between two different outfits and
it's
then
okay.
dancing.
It's there's a lot of that dumb shit though where they basically transpose one image on top of the other for a while. Well, it's not too offensive because they transition out of it quick enough.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I've always been very irked by when it comes to Japanese editors. I don't know why they really like that effect, but they do. And honestly, I don't know if it's just my Western taste or something, but I think it looks like shit.
Maybe they just all send it to the same editor.
Sure,
Like,
but
there's just
still,
one
it's like,
guy.
why does this one guy keep... Why does he think it's such a good idea to put, you know, a 50% opaque image on top of another one and, like, look, two different things are happening at once. Like, no.
Like, even at the end, like, if you look at, like, there's, like, waves crashing over the shore,
Hmm.
the water looks green. Like, because there's, like, still a filter over the water.
You gotta check your color balance, son. Like, what are you doing?
Mm.
Yeah, that's another thing. The colors in this PV, I think they're done in a more artistic way because they were more extreme. So a lot of the PV was cold in tone.
Hmm.
But yeah, I have to agree. Like, maybe the water is green. I don't know, but most likely it's not, and they just wanted to keep this crazy amount of color filter on it.
Well, there's definitely a cool filter on when they're in the white dresses, but it looks like they're using a warmer filter when they're in the green ones.
Well, relatively, yeah. They might as well just not even be using a filter. In the
Well,
green
no,
outfits.
you can definitely tell, because it's like the white dresses, the columns are blue.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. So they're using a blue filter for the white dresses, but in the green dresses they're not using anything.
Yeah, it
So
looks more like a
relatively,
red
it looks-
filter.
So relatively, it'll look.
The pillows are, like, yellow during the green dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But it's kind of... Yeah, now that you mention it and I actually sat here and watched it, it's kind of straining on the eyes.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
look
I
at it
mean-
for too long.
Usually anything other than natural color and lighting, like, you're
Well,
not intended to
No,
be like...
you're talking about the ghost images, right?
Well, that and the quick changes, too.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, because they use, like, quick flash. Like, they
Yeah,
have
it's almost-
the-
That's almost what saves it, you know, like the whole ghost imaging.
Yeah.
It goes by quickly enough where it's not a big problem, but yes, they do it so much that I feel like, yeah, I'm actually kind of tired.
It's just
I think
very
we should just-
straining.
Let's just stop the show. Like, I'm just gonna go to bed. See you guys
You
later.
sound pretty tired already.
Dude, I lose steam way too early now.
You're becoming an old man.
It
Man,
just doesn't help that the whole day I've just been like mildly aggravated by this condition.
oh man.
But anyway,
The song's good though. I like the song.
yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool song.
The PV, yeah,
We could
Not so
kinda
much.
do without most of it.
yeah.
Okay, you ready to move on to our last impression for the night?
LinQ. Yeah, no
Oh,
AVEX.
mother. No AVEX was found tonight. You are
Excellent.
spared, Chase.
I think
This is Warner Music Japan,
yeah.
who have LinQ under their label. This is gonna be LinQ and their PV Uesai Gasai.
This is a pretty hype song.
Oh, that beginning. That guitar.
That horn.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. Like some of this sounds really freaking cheap.
Well,
and airy.
yeah.
All the horns.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What are they doing? Are they making like noodles or soup?
Yes, they're making noodles.
This whole PV is like a sports festival.
Oh, it's the
Excellent.
so it's the sports festival episode.
Yes.
Pretty much in like
Anime.
4.5 minutes.
Alright.
I like this.
Yeah, they got like tug of war, like other activities, booths set up.
We got tug of war, and they got look at me present food.
Yeah.
We have
Like-
to work hard to get ready for the school festival this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me flip pancakes and show off.
Yeah. And then they dance in the gym.
How many members are there in LinQ? I didn't. remember
I
the
have
list.
no idea how many actual members.
Like, are some of those backups or are those actually?
No, I think
don't
they're all
them.
members.
Wow.
Some of them might be like research students, but
Hmm.
yeah, there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This
Isn't
PV
bad.
has it has Japan filter on it.
29.
I don't mind the Japan filters much because there's like actually stuff going on, not just dancing.
Yeah, most of the time it's not too noticeable, but there are times where I don't know if there's like not a lot of color in the shot or something like that, but
It's
the
really
girl looked
noticeable.
really whited out.
It's
Yeah.
really noticeable on the outside shots.
Hmm.
Yeah, of course. There's a very clear disappearance of color at times.
And that lens bloom there that's constant on the left side of the screen.
delicious bloom.
Yeah, there's 29 members in LinQ divided into two teams, Lady and Quality.
Oh, is it pronounced Link? I thought
Yeah,
I heard someone say LinQ.
yeah, that's
No.
because that's how it's spelled, but that's not how you pronounce it.
Did you say girl? Wait, what are they called? The two teams?
Lady and Quality, or
Lady and
QTY.
Quality.
So one
Wait.
team is more ladylike, the other one actually has quality.
I guess, I don't know.
Lady and isn't that quantity?
Possibly. I don't know.
Or you mean QTY is cutie? Wait, no, never mind. Isn't
That's
it
a
Lady and
possible-
Cutie?
That's possible. It could be Cutie.
What a headache. Dude, this chick put her line ID on her freaking on her paper on her uniform.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it
Wow.
said. It said like line ID and then there's like a number next to it.
So that's why you see signs in the PV that say QTY. I guess they're part of that group.
Right.
It's a good old
Gotcha.
rivalry, intergroup rivalry.
Yeah.
So
And
during their dance shots, the only thing I don't like about their costumes is like the pink part
The half skirts.
makes it look like they're wearing like diapers or something.
Yeah, the pink like flare.
Because
like,
it only covers it's not a full skirt, so it only
Yeah.
covers
like the sides.
the sides and the rear. So
yeah.
there's this like front crotch region that isn't covered by it.
Yeah, it's like a velcroed on skirt onto
Yeah,
their
and
shorts.
so underneath that, it's just their other skirt.
Or
and
shorts
so-
or something.
Yeah, because of that, it just looks really freaking weird.
Yeah. I'm guessing that one of them is lady and the other one is cutie
Mm-hmm.
in the dance shot by their outfits,
Yeah.
but I don't know which is which.
Okay.
I don't think a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
So-
Girl Scouts and then like Nazi Girl Scouts.
But I like the song. The song is
that was a
hype.
good song. This was a good choice for the last PV, Draco. I'm gonna give you a gold star today.
Ah, shit.
It was a slow week, really. I mean, they're just
Yeah, when
There's
you're
no
like
major
Dave,
releases.
Dave, do you have anything for the podcast? Like you're asking me. No, I was kidding. But yeah, no, that's perfect timing because holy shit. But
so.
But yeah, no, that was actually an excellent song, excellent PV in my opinion. The only things I can really nitpick are the Japan filter is the normal fare and just that really weird like pink skirt part on their costumes.
Yeah.
I think the theme this week was actually the music was really good this week, but the PVs weren't so great.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
good thing that the music lasts longer? Question mark. So
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no drama PVs either this week to
Yeah.
extend it like an extra 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Or
that was
10,
good. Just
or-
went through this pretty quick. I think we might actually get through this in less than
2
hours.
Alright.
Don't hold your breath though.
We're only an hour and a half.
We're gonna engage in some fierce argument
Yeah.
over like Milky or something.
Oh, here we go. All right. Here's the idle news, guys. AKS News, AKB48's latest single, Kokoro Placard, sells 1,005,774 copies first week and ranks number 1 on Oricon.
Man, they're losing it.
There you go. Discuss.
Yeah, they're
Is-
done. They're dead.
They're dead.
Is this? How far has the ship sunk? Is Mayu the cause for the downfall of AKB48?
Well,
How bad is all the music? Blah blah blah.
They only sold 1,005,000.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you think about it, weren't they selling at one point like 1.8 million first week?
Yeah, those are election
Highest
singles.
ever was
dude.
like 1.8.
That's a huge drop.
Yeah, relatively, it's So the thing is, whenever this happens, it's funny because whenever an AKB single comes out now, it's always like, oh man, are they gonna drop below 1 million or are they not? And then there's like a shit ton of like people just tweeting out
Speculating.
all of their like really vomity thoughts just about music and the industry or whatever.
And AKB dying and the
Yeah,
idol
so-
industry's dead and
So the thing is, there actually is a fair amount of there's merit to like everyone's opinions. Like realistically, yeah, this has to be a worry for management in the sense that if they can't maintain a certain sales number, like what are they gonna do to continue the business model, right?
yeah, they can't keep 500 girls employed if they keep
Right.
losing sales.
Again, but I do have to reiterate that when they sold 1.8 million, it was for an election single, and that was like easily exploitable. That was just straight up
Yeah.
like, here we go, like theater editions count, all this shit counts, and it's like the biggest. Every election is like the biggest election ever, ever, right?
Yeah.
Because they haven't downgraded yet,
Yeah, I mean,
not to my knowledge anyway.
No, they keep getting more and more votes every year, so
Yeah, more votes every year. Maybe the venue might change because I think last year was
Tokyo Dome?
wasn't it Nissan Stadium? This year was Ajinomoto.
Yeah.
So
maybe.
technically they downgraded in venue size. And that's another AKB is dead, right? But yeah, like this single, I guess there's the reason why you would worry, so to speak, is because it is an election single. Obviously, it's gonna have a huge drop off when it comes to when I say it's the Senbatsu single from the election, not the actual one you vote on. There's always a huge drop off now because the previous single is all about power vote as much as you can, and then the single after that is like, all right, good job everybody, like go team, now we're all poor, like I don't have a house anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have a new mortgage, etc.
I took out a personal loan, a mortgage, a business loan. I sold my car.
So I saw some interesting tweets. One of them was like, oh, it's kind of pathetic that people are still rambling about like whether or not they're going to make $1 million or not, like, because realistically, yeah, it's 999,000 sales is only 1,000 different from 1 million. The reason why the millions
it's catastrophic. Though.
Yeah, the reason why the million seller though is so important is because of the record that they can hold, and I mean that's pretty much it. It's so that they can maintain this this ridiculous running record of how many million sellers they've had
in a row.
Yeah, in a row especially.
And they get another, gold album or platinum. Or...
Yeah. But I do have to admit, when it comes to relative sales, because granted, everyone always goes like, oh, according to SoundScan, this single sold. I think Kokoro no Placard sold upwards of 250,000, and then Koisuru Fortune Cookie sold maybe 350,000, or maybe 400,000 even. So, SoundScan doesn't count the theater editions because they're supposed to. Their whole deal is we don't count bonuses and stuff like that or whatever. So your raw number is supposed to be in the 200,000-300,000. That's really respectable for any group in Japan, but we're still talking about AKB48, who, like Draco says, employs nearly 500 girls. Well, actually, that's nearly 500 idols, and then like an entire support staff.
And like 1,500 staff to go with them.
Right. So one worry is, yes, relatively 1.8 million down to 1 million flat.
Yeah, because I mean they were
is a nearly 50% reduction.
Yeah.
In sales numbers.
Yeah.
Granted, I still think that election singles are meant to be overly inflated because they know they're gonna sell a shit ton, and they're gonna save. They're probably taking a lot of that profit and then like saving it. But here's another thing. I don't know if a lot of the profit from CD sales even matter to AKS and AKB48.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, technically, theater is where they're going to make their money.
And the theater doesn't make money.
Yeah. Well, okay, the theater is where they should make their money.
Yeah.
Theater
but
and
considering rent
live
costs
concerts
in Tokyo. Yeah, live concerts, I would hope they make a lot of... Like, merchandise is where I hope they make a lot of their money.
Yeah.
I think Blu-ray and DVDs actually should help them a lot, too.
Considering how overpriced they are.
You think they're overpriced, really?
At $200 a pop for 5 discs?
Yeah. Really? Because I don't know if I find a lot of like other Japanese media included, like any Japanese like movies and stuff, for cheaper than that.
Well, yeah, in Japan you really don't. But
yeah, go suck it. Just kidding.
200, 250, 300 freaking dollars
for a concert
set list.
Yeah.
Concert is...
It seems normal to me. I mean, yeah, like, okay, to a lot of people that's gonna be like, that are not used to buying Japanese goods, they'll be like, wow, this is ridiculous, right? At the end of the day, I mean, guess what market this stuff is produced for? It's produced for the Japanese market. And does the market demand that type of price? Yes, it actually does. It doesn't mean it's right necessarily or that it should be that way, but it seems, I don't know, it just seems normal to me because even with other idol groups and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you'll find similar prices.
6,000 yen for Momoclo.
Oh man.
For a concert?
Yeah.
For concert Blu-ray?
Yep.
How many discs?
Just one. It's 10,000 or 12 with tax for the box set.
Wait, 12,000. So like about 120 for the how much is the box set, or what's in the box set?
Like 4 discs,
4 discs. Okay.
I believe.
That's much better. But I don't think oh, the Budokan. Okay, I remember the Budokan Blu-rays for AKB48 for the 48 family. Those were kind of a rip-off, I would say, because that's because I didn't like the model they went with, which basically tried to force you to buy all editions, but you got a lot of repeat content, and that shit doesn't fly with me. But when Million ga Ippai came out, that was totally worth the 160 that they sold it for, because that had their entire PV library since AKB ga Ippai up until Million ga Ippai came out, up until KFC actually.
Yeah.
That I can understand. I mean, I don't know. It's subjective anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, you choose what you spend your money on, and you decide what's worth it to you.
Yeah.
And I can understand that and respect that. But anyway,
yeah, that's 12. That's $120 for the Kokuritsu concert for Momoclo.
yeah.
And that's 2 days of idols, and each concert's like 3.5 hours long. So
Right.
I can understand that, but AKB seems high.
Well, I mean, which box set are you talking about? Because I'm thinking about, say, like the HKT48 7 Prefecture Tour, which they sell almost exclusively off their store, off the HKT store. That's, I believe, $250, and it covers. I think there's 5 discs in it, so that's $50 a disc. One of them is a making of, and each other disc is one full performance.
Yeah.
And they're either like a different day and location, or it might be like the day and the night shows of Fukuoka or something like that. I still don't think that's like ridiculous though, because again, $50 per Blu-ray. I mean, sure, here in America, yeah, we get pissed off if a Blu-ray is more than $20, but
This
I
is
don't know,
America.
yeah, this is America. We just-
Yeah. I'll put this on Ustream chat. That's what comes in that Momoclo one.
I'm gonna click on that. Okay.
Do you guys feel like, especially, well, because you know how you were saying, like, AKB makes a lot off, like, the merch and, like, the DVD Blu-ray sales and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or, like, they try to. Like, don't you feel like they're underutilizing, like, the power of their online store and how they're, like, constantly out of stock?
Oh, always, dude.
Like, they could make so much more. Like, overseas fans would, like, love to buy all that shit.
Well, the
That's
thing
like-
is, I don't know how many. We don't have the numbers, and this is what I keep reiterating is like I don't know, to be honest, what portion of their profits actually come from overseas fans.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are always like, man, like if you made this easier for foreigners, you'd be making so much more money, blah blah blah, right? But what if, to be honest, foreigners only accounted for less than 5% of AKB's total revenue?
That's 5% more than they get now.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but at what? But at what
Yeah,
cost do you have?
yeah, like what's the cost of
What is
production?
the opportunity cost in
Yeah.
acquiring all of that? And the thing is, like, you're talking about Japanese people here, okay? Japanese people for a
Yeah.
long time have not, just have not internationalized. They have not, made it accessible for foreigners.
Yeah.
They'd have to go through a lot. I feel like they have to go through a lot of extra work to basically build out any sort of international. Hey, we can sell this to foreigners, plus give you customer support, all that stuff. I mean, another thing is I don't think Japanese people they don't like to half-ass a lot of stuff they do. So they'd feel like they'd rather do a good job at what they do than to
mass
than to-
produce and like
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Shitty
if they're
product.
if they're gonna provide the experience for foreign fans, they wanna provide a good whole package experience.
hmm
This is just my assumption, though. I mean, obviously, they could just be like, "Screw it! If you're gonna give us more money, we'll take your money." But that doesn't
Yeah.
seem to be. It doesn't seem to be the case because we still have to go through proxies. We still have to use services like from Japan,
Tento.
But
or maybe they get a cut from that shit. I don't know.
then
Whatever makes business sense.
why do they do that stuff with things like Nico Nico Doga, which has it set up already,
Right.
where they region lock it?
Yeah, and that's that's the worst too. Because whenever Japan announces that they're going to do like some sort of cool digital streaming thing or like online service, you're like, oh sweet, I can get on this bandwagon, and it's like, nope, you have to have a Japanese IP, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
So
Or a Japanese credit card to pay so you can watch
Yeah.
it.
I don't know.
But-
At the end of the day, Japanese people want to do business with Japanese people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of rough for the rest of us. That means your only choice is to become Japanese.
I must become real Japanese.
Yes.
I'd live there.
Yeah. Draco's just that really defeated. Like, I live there.
I would.
if
I
we
could.
bought you a one-way ticket to Japan, would you take it?
But he don't speak the language.
I don't have a passport to get in.
Oh my god. Yeah. So.
Alright, what if we bought you
Because
a
we're not-
passport too?
Yeah, we're not gonna legally. I wouldn't want to illegally smuggle you in either.
So,
Put you in a crate, just like here you go. You can go live with the Chinese immigrants in Shinjuku or whatever. But so we kind of went pretty far on this just because
see, we did have a
idle
discussion.
economics are always interesting and I would say convoluted.
And all
Very.
speculation.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of speculation, unfortunately. It's a business of smoke and mirrors. But anyway, I'm happy because that means a Mayu-centered single by election still broke 1 million.
Yeah.
So
Like if Paru, if
So
Paru
suck it.
single, if Paru Jonkin's single broke 1 million, this shit better break 1 million.
hey, dude, I actually really like A and Pressure.
Yeah, no, I do too. But you know, I like Paru too, but I just make
Yeah.
that point because
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. It just really depends on
I mean,
depends on how hardcore the hardcore fans are going to be, and also how easy it is for the mainstream to just pick it up.
Mhm.
I mean, come on. A song about dog shit sold 1 million copies, so.
No, that
They sold-
specific song didn't sell 1 million. That was a coupling song.
They sold
to
a million.
song that
They
sold
sold
1
a million copies of dog shit.
You could put anything as a coupling song, and it's usually the A side that sells it.
Except I don't like
Wait.
Kokoro.
No one likes that song.
I don't like Picard
except
in my
me.
heart.
Wait,
and 10K and Boy and Christopari. Brofist, you guys.
No, actually, I don't mind the song. It's lazy.
They're playing it safe,
it's pretty
man.
freaking relaxed. It's pretty freaking relaxed. I'll admit that.
It's
Yeah, the plan is safe. So.
You're never gonna see an Uza style for like Jonkin, or no,
you
not
what?
Jonkin. No, not Jonkin. I mean like.
Oh, for a single?
Not for a single, because they did cool
They did
stuff.
Uza.
But I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was
for,
about to be like, Uza was only
No, for like the
2
election
years ago.
or
Yeah,
the
for the election
post-election
single,
single.
yeah.
The post-election single.
I thought Koizuru Fortune Cookie was really refreshing for an election single.
Yeah, but it wasn't risky, you know. It was just like they managed to.
That's because there's no risk when it comes to disco. Everyone loves that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that Placard was lazy on the producer management on their part.
Better go email Aki P.
Yeah. Tell him on 755 that. Well, see, the thing is, you don't necessarily think the lyrics are bad. You think the composition's bad.
I think that
People tell me my
style.
songs are bad. I feel sad. Well, that's the thing. He doesn't
Yeah.
make the music. He asks several people to like make versions of the song that they create, and then he just picks the one that he likes.
Yeah.
Well, then it's his fault for picking one that's the same style as KFC.
Maybe the
yeah.
others were even worse.
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm saying.
Wow.
And well, you never know, because at this point he could just be like, well, I'm doing pretty good with this, so why don't I just keep doing this?
Yeah,
It's kind of like why I wondered why Tsunku did the same thing over and over again. Maybe it's just because from his point of view, it seems
it worked,
fine. Yeah.
even though he was only selling like 15,000 copies.
Way back, yeah. I mean, now you can argue that, yeah, Morning Musei's on the rise again because they're selling more and more.
Yeah, they're actually getting up there now.
So
Are they even up to 100,000 yet?
yeah, they surpassed that a while ago.
Yeah, I think they're like 140.
Mm-hmm.
Only
Something like that.
140. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
that's a pretty good increase from like 20.
Yeah. when they had numbers that rivaled like freaking Stardust subgroups or whatever.
Oh man.
When Momoclo surpassed Morning Musume.
It was like
That was the signal.
sand in the face. But it's, I don't know, whatever. In other idol news, Pallet's latest single, Victory, sells 21,460 copies the first week and ranks number 9 on the Oricon chart. And Bakste Sotokanda Ichomei's latest single, Seishun Chronicle, sells 16,968 copies the first week and ranks number 10 on the Oricon chart.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that backstage pass, man, moving on up,
Mm-hmm.
be pretty cool. Get to see that that Kaori. Oh wait, but my gripe with all their A sides is that every time I see their PVs, that bitch girl has to be there, and I get pissed off. So bad.
Did you actually visit them, Dave?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? Like my last
Backstage
trip, or just
pass.
in general?
No, the backstage pass. Like when you went to Japan, did you go to their Delios?
Yeah, all three. I think all three of the last times I went to backstage at least once.
Nice.
It's pretty freaking legit. Like, I mean, some people really question, because part of it is like, oh, is Sunku just trying to copy AKB or whatever? And maybe he is, but it's actually a pretty cool place to go to, just the experience.
Mm-hmm.
But I do understand if it's not for everyone because it's freaking expensive.
It's a lot easier to get into than trying to win a lottery, you know?
Oh no shit, yeah. Over here, as long as you have money, you get in, you know. So.
Yeah. And then even if you win the lottery, you still have to pay, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
For
So
AKB,
then
I mean,
it's
that's everything. That's everything AKB. It's all lottery and all pay.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, backstage is pretty cool. It's got like it's got a much more. It's got a half maid cafe, half theater feel to it. So it's neat.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm
You just
glad
have to
they're
keep spending
moving
money.
up.
Yeah.
What do you pay by the hour or something?
Yeah, kind of like if you don't spend a certain amount every hour, then you either get charged like 800 yen, or
How much? 800?
800. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said 100. I'm like, that's not too bad.
It was really weird because one time we like stayed longer than we were supposed to, and like I guess we didn't order enough drinks or food, right? So we went to the counter, and then they explained to us like, oh, because you didn't buy enough stuff for an allotted amount of time, we actually have to charge you extra. So we're gonna make you buy this pen. And I was like, what?
Can I just get a T-shirt?
Yeah, so we bought pens for like 500 yen. I was like, wow.
What?
Ouch.
Pizza Ghost asked if I got the English speaking girl. Yes, this last time we got the English speaking girl. And she hung out with us most of the time.
I think I watched one of her videos.
Oh yeah, it's great. If you look up Backstage Pass on YouTube, you might see some interviews with Kaori. That's her name.
She's from like, where is she from?
She's from Japan, but
Is she?
she studied English here in Boston for like 3 years or something.
Oh, it wasn't
Or
her
maybe a few
then.
years.
I don't remember who it was
Or
I saw.
You're thinking about someone else?
Yeah, she's from like Australia.
Oh, okay. Oh! No, never mind. There's another girl who studied abroad. Or am I thinking of the Maid Cafe? Shit. Yeah, now I'm like mixing up people. I'm like, there was this one chick who studied in New Zealand. But anyway.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
I can't remember now.
Wait, so it's styled like a maid cafe? Like,
Yeah, it's so there's a stage inside, and every is it half hour or an hour, like girls will go up there to perform. But in the meantime, because the idea is you quote unquote produce these idols, so you spend money there, you earn points, and you use the points basically Sosenkyo style to vote on your favorite girls.
oh, so you just vote for the English girl then?
Yeah, well, I vote on whoever I feel like earned it.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I vote. Yeah, I did vote for Kaori because she. I mean, I have to do the name drop. Like I have to be like, oh, like we're Anthony's friends or whatever, and she'll be like, oh, like I remember you guys. You know, maybe
That's
she
cool.
doesn't. But she takes care of us like pretty okay because a lot of the girls are kind of afraid of foreigners in the sense that they don't know how to communicate, you know, so it's gonna be awkward.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this one chick who remembered us like right when we walked in.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, shit, this is the girl I follow on Twitter, so then I gave her a point too.
Just-
Because she's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know why we were talking because they sold copies. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was like, why are we talking about this?
Them
I-
tangents.
I don't know how well Backstage has sold previously, but
It's around that much. Around the they've been climbing really slowly because I mean they're very they try to keep it underground, you know,
yeah,
because most of their deal is working at the cafe
yeah,
/ theater. So
yeah. I mean, 16,000's not bad though.
Yeah, definitely.
Pizza Ghost asks, did you put the moves on the English speaking girl? No. And it was hilarious because I did say to her, or I did ask her, like, hey, Kaori, do you have a Twitter account? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, do you post your schedule there? And she's like, yeah, I do. You can find my Twitter on my profile on the main website. I was like, okay, cool, because I wanted to know, because if I'm gonna bring friends there, I'm most likely gonna want to bring them when Kaori's there, just because it makes things easier, you know.
Yeah.
But freaking DLJ was like, oh, like why are you asking her for her schedule, or why are you asking for her Twitter? Are you like interested in her or something? And I was like, God damn it, David, like,
David.
how are you like this? And then like Kyle was like laughing his ass off because he was just like, I love this interaction that you two are having.
That's just DLJ making this.
Yeah, that's the DLJ, man. Okay, well, I think it's time to close out the show, guys. It's been good, but
I
I need to get some like painkillers or like numbing ointment on my nose soon.
Is there any medicine that you can take?
I hope so.
Or just chop it off.
Chop my nose off. That'll be good.
Oh, it was on your nose? I thought you pointed to your cheek or something.
No, it's on the left side of my nose.
Oh.
No, you can see it on his camera.
Yeah, I can see it now. I thought he was pointing
You
to
can see the inflammation's getting worse. Anyway, Twitter link's gonna be in the show notes. We are at New School Kaidan. I'm at Tadave. Draco is at Draco60. Chase is at StarLancerPG. Follow us for ramblings, idle retweets, and
Hashtag Matu Irena tweets.
yes, and tweets for when we go live. Check out the evening show with NSK on Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific time, hosted by the Yoshibagawa MacBurger and Gary the Mackenzie.
And
Check out the Bakuhatsu Boys, BSGS, BKHTS, the TV, Fridays at 7 p.m. Pacific. They're two dudes who sit on a couch and talk about the idols. Go check out selective-hearing.com for Asian pop, urban beats, and house music, and nihongogo.com, Japan Online Entertainment website. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please comment, like, share, favorite, subscribe to our channel. And if you'd like to contribute to New School Kaidan, head on over to newschoolkaidan.com/contribute. Special shout out to DJ Amaya for providing us the opening and ending song for this podcast, the NSK anthem, or the New School Kaidan anthem. You can check out his works on bandcamp.com. Is it .com? Yeah, I think it is.
Yep.
Anyway. The final word, gentlemen. Chase.
I feel really...
on.
So, the whole time we were listening to, like, the music, like, the PBs that we were reviewing, I felt really bad, because, like, I listened to it for a couple seconds, and I kind of drifted off, because I had Kodo no Himitsu stuck in my head the whole time.
Oh, God.
So
So
it's
every
like-
song is now Kodo no Himitsu.
Yeah, no, I just kept hearing... I'll be like, I was like, okay, this song's
You just
cool.
keep
And
hearing...
then-
Man, that TGS bug really bit you hard, dude.
Yeah.
It is. So I'm like, oh god, alright. Okay.
I'm gonna go download that Hee-chan album you have, by the way.
No problem.
That you sorted.
Jesus, there's like, alright, so there's like 400 photos, at least 100 of them, like, at least, like, maybe 75 of them or more were like Hee-chan, and the majority were like groups.
Yeah.
And then there's like 12 pictures of May.
He sounds so sad. He sounds so sad.
I'm very Oshi, I should feel sad.
So where's the Yuri album?
Yuri had 20.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh no, May had 22, so they're dead even.
Oh, okay.
Achan had 16.
Yeah.
Miyu had 18.
Wow.
Hee-chan had Jesus
That
Christ.
disparity,
God.
man.
Yeah, Hee-chan had Hee-chan had 51. But if you compare,
okay.
and then there's group and other was like 142.
This is gonna become some Hee-chan and friends.
It already kind of is.
But the other members should just be happy that they have loyal followings for themselves.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I wasn't paying too much incredibly close attention because I didn't even listen to
Great.
TGS today at all either. I was just like, there.
All right,
Yeah.
Draco.
I don't think I've listened to TGS in like a week. Well, other
Oh,
than
man,
watching,
that that counter, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a week.
other than
I need my
watching.
fix.
Well, I've been watching some of the Hitomi Bochi videos.
Ah, yes.
Mhm.
No, I've been listening to Death Rabbits.
Okay.
They just had their album come out, and
Oh, right.
I'm gonna have to go get that actually.
I
Check
was
that out.
listening to some of them tonight at work.
Do you have any recommendations?
The Infinity A or Infinity E song, track 6, is basically an Emmy solo, and My God, if her voice would drop in pitch, just a little bit, she would be amazing.
Is it like Party Rockets high?
Higher?
Like it's higher than them? So remember, like if you listen to Party Rockets' debut single,
Mirai?
yeah, no, the one before that one.
I
Yeah,
don't
Mirai
know.
was the second one. It was something Hatsukoi Rockets.
I haven't listened to that one in quite a while.
Yeah, if you listen to that one, like the very first vocal line that they have is so high. It's like squeaky mouth.
Yeah,
Squeaky
well,
mouth.
hers
Squeaky
is
mouth.
like that entire song.
Well, they have a lot of time.
But
I
I
don't even
mean,
think they're teenagers yet.
yeah,
Or no, one of them's 13, right?
Emmy is not. She's only 12, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
The other two are teenagers. Other than that, I haven't heard too many. I heard a bit of Riot Zone, and I still can't figure out what they're trying to say in there.
Mm-hmm.
But,
You mean the English? part of the
yeah,
movie?
yeah, there's a couple English words in there. It's like, I can't figure out if they're trying to say fiction or section or what exactly.
Sekushi.
But most of it's just singles.
Mm-hmm.
Second Attack, Koisuda Kisetsu, Idol Star Wars. Or,
Idol Star Wars.
yeah, that's their first single.
Nice.
Hell Near.
It's funny, Kenneth just said, I haven't listened to TGS for an hour. He's a real junkie.
Man, idols aren't a hobby. It's a lifestyle.
The struggle is real.
That's, yeah. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Death Rabbits and Melee, Party Rocket.
Cool.
And
Man.
while I've been working on doing stuff in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Last month I was listening to a lot of Jay Chow. Now I've been like trying to hone my playlist into a really good, like, I'm only gonna listen to these 10 songs for the whole day type of playlist.
Oh,
So
God.
they have to be really good. Huh?
Then you get bored.
Eventually, yeah, but
Like 10 songs. That's sometimes not even an album.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just like that. I know like DLJ hated that shit. He was like, I can't believe you loop songs, and I'm just like, deal with it, bro.
No, I can understand looping songs, but
Mhm.
yikes, 10 songs is too few.
Yeah, it started getting a little rough today because I kept hearing Hyuna's new song, Red.
Oh, I like that
And, like,
song.
I like the song, but I was like, man, I think I listened to this a little too much today. I'm gonna have to change this playlist up.
Oh, I've been trying to listen to some more Rhymeberries too, but they actually haven't come up in my shuffle.
That's always that's the thing. I want to hear the songs that I put into my list, so I tend to make them short. When I make like those gigantic lists, I'll be like, oh, where are those songs that I wanted to hear?
Yeah,
So,
and lots of Team Sachihoko since they came out with their album.
okay.
But again, that
Yeah.
one's like mostly singles, so
hmm
it's kind of eh.
Yeah.
But it's still not a bad album though.
Gotcha.
Oh.
But otherwise, yeah, I'm just I'm gonna go
Put
try to
ashes
take
on
care of
your
my
face.
face.
Just burn it off.
I'll burn my face off.
Put some.
I was gonna say though, if you suffer from acne, one of the things I've done to really help out my skin is that when I wash my face, I wash it really gently. I use like a sensitive
Caresses.
skin safe type of cleanser, and like, yeah, don't rub your face like really hard. Just, put it through your hands and just gently kind of layer it on, and kind of like, I kind of just put it on and then make sure it's on, and then kind of wipe, because you're basically just wiping off oil and like dirt that stays on the surface of your skin.
You don't need to scrub it, especially.
Yeah, you don't need to
if
scrub
that's
your
what
face, essentially. But
Do you,
this
do
is...
you use like a hand towel in the shower for your face?
No, I don't. I actually
Okay.
just use my hands.
Okay.
But this is coming from a guy who has sensitive skin again. So if you don't have problems like that, then you don't have to worry about it. But and another thing I've done is like I actually change my pillowcase every night.
Every night.
Yeah. So the thing is, if you have a symmetrical pillow, if you put a cover on it, you can use one side and flip it over, and then use the other side, right? Or you can use towels, like you can just put towels on top of your pillow. But yeah, what I do is I sleep on one side, flip it, sleep on the other side, and then change the pillowcase. Because you can launder pillowcases easily.
Mhm.
The bed sheets are larger and not as easy to do, but I still try to, like, I don't like it when I go longer than 1 week with the bed sheets. So, just little things like that, just try to keep things clean. I don't know if I have dust mites infesting my face, but if I do, I'm gonna get pissed. So
Try a hot towel over your face before you wash it, and then
yeah,
apply
yeah,
a
that
cold
too.
towel.
Yeah, cold water after to
Yeah.
help close off the pores and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's skin tips from Dr. Dave. Join us next week when it's episode 206, and we talk about
How not to freeze your toes off in the middle of winter.
and idols that aren't carrying guitars.
And Tokyo Girl style.
Now, are we sure about idols not carrying guitars?
I would say, we're gonna find out next week.
Mm. There we go.
All right, have a good one, guys. Peace.
Later.
Nice.